In the top navigation bar, go to Tools, then under Communicate, click Email Marketing. Click the blue Create Newsletter button. Choose to create an email by myself or with the AI email generator. Since the AI method is similar to what we did earlier, we'll skip that for now and focus on the manual approach. If you select By Myself, you'll land on the newsletter settings page. Scroll down to the Design and Content section. Click Design Message to open the template gallery. Browse available options. Scroll through the options or click on the All Categories drop-down to filter by category. If you prefer to start from scratch, select the blank Templates tab. If you've created previous messages, you can find them under the Existing Messages tab. You can also save designs to reuse later under My Templates. We'll cover this in a bit. Hover over any template and click Preview for a desktop and mobile view. When you find one you like, click Use Template to load it into the message editor. Customizing your newsletter. Once your template is loaded in the message editor, you can start customizing it with your content, images, and branding. Since the editor works the same whether you're using a pre-made template or an AI-generated starting point, we're going to switch back to our AI-generated newsletter for this demo. To return to the AI newsletter, go back to the Email Marketing page. Click the Drafts tab near the top. You'll see both the AI-generated newsletter and any messages you've started. Choose the one you want to work with. This brings you back to the newsletter settings page. We'll handle the sending details later. For now, scroll down and click Edit Message to start designing your newsletter. Now let's dive in and refine the AI-generated email for our cat sweaters product announcement. Let's take a quick tour of the drag-and-drop message editor in GetResponse. On the left side of the page, you'll see your message preview. On the right side, there's a panel with all the tools you'll need to build your email. Under the Layout tab, you'll find different elements to structure and design your email. Sections are blank structural elements that help divide the email both vertically and horizontally. Basic blocks are the core content elements, including text, images, buttons, and videos. When dragged into the email, they automatically create a single-column section for your new content block. E-commerce and courses are advanced blocks that let you embed products from your catalog or an online course directly into your email, making it easy to sell products and services. Lastly, My Blocks is a place for saved, reusable content blocks so you can quickly insert them into future emails. At the top of the panel, you'll also find the Message Style tab. This allows you to modify settings that apply to the entire email, not just individual sections. Here, you can adjust email width and background color, customize the header and footer appearance, and edit styles using CSS for those who are comfortable with coding. To edit your email, simply drag and drop sections and blocks into place. Click on any block to modify its content or appearance. Settings will appear in the right side panel. For text blocks, an editing toolbar appears at the top of the page, similar to a word processor. Here, you can modify font styles, sizes, and colors, and type and format directly inside the block. If you want to use AI to enhance your text, click the magic wand icon that appears next to a text block. Select the type of change you'd like to make from the dropdown, enter any additional details if prompted, click Tweak to let the AI generate a draft, and if needed, click Rewrite for another version. If you like the result, click Replace to swap out the text while keeping all of your formatting intact. At any time, you can use the Undo, Redo, and Save buttons at the top of the editor. Standard Undo keyboard shortcuts also work, Command-Z on Mac and Control-Z on Windows. To replace an image in your editor, click on the image. In the right side panel, click Replace under the image thumbnail. Upload an image from your computer or insert one via URL. For example, let's add a picture of a cat wearing one of our new cat sweaters. To add a new image, drag an image block into your email. Click Add Image in the right panel. You can also browse stock photos and GIFs within GetResponse. For example, let's search for a GIF of a cat wearing a sweater and add it to our email. If elements feel too cramped, use spacers or dividers to create visual separation. You can adjust their size and appearance in the right side panel. To remove an element, click on it and press Delete on your keyboard or use the trash can icon. Let's make our email more personalized by adding the recipient's first name to the greeting. Click inside a text block where you want to insert the personalization. Click the Personalization button in the top toolbar. It looks like a person with a pencil. Select First Name from the options. GetResponse will insert a placeholder that dynamically adds the recipient's name to the final email. By default, if a recipient's first name is missing from the contact details, GetResponse will leave it blank. To avoid awkward gaps, write your text so it makes sense with or without the personalization. For more control, you can define a fallback value to replace missing data. This is a more advanced feature. If you're interested, check out GetResponse's help article by clicking the card in the top right corner. To define an action for a button, click on the button. In the right panel, choose the link type from the dropdown, and then enter the destination URL. For example, let's link to our cat sweaters product page. There are several link types you can explore, so feel free to experiment. If you've designed a block you'd like to use again, hover over the block and click the Save icon. Give it a name for easy reference. It will now appear in the My Blocks section for future use. Once your email is ready, click Test and Preview at the top right and select Preview. You'll see how the email looks on desktop and mobile. Enable Personalization Check to verify how dynamic content will appear. Click Exit Preview when you're finished. To send a test email, open Test and Preview again, select Send Test Message, and enter your email address. You can also run a spam check to identify potential issues that might affect deliverability. After perfecting your email's design, save it as a template to streamline future emails. Just hover over Save and Exit in the top right, click Save as My Template, and give it a memorable name. When you've finished crafting the perfect message and design, it's time to review the message settings. Click Next to return to the message settings page. Enter an internal name for your email if you haven't already. Select a linked list. This is the contact list the newsletter is assigned to for organization and tracking. Choose the From and Reply To email addresses. The Reply To field determines where responses to your email will be sent and can be different from the sender's address. Add a subject line. You can write your own or use the AI subject line generator for help. You can add personalization to the subject line for the recipient just like we did in the message. Click the personalization icon and select a field. Using the recipient's first name is a great way to stand out in a crowded inbox. Add preview text to give recipients a sneak peek at the email content. Here's a tip for subject and preview text. Instead of summarizing the email contents, use the subject and preview text to create intrigue and encourage recipients to open it. Next, add recipients, the people you're sending the email to. Decide whether to send immediately or schedule the email to send later. Whenever everything is set, click Send Message if sending immediately, or click Schedule if scheduling for later. On the confirmation page, you can cancel the email if needed, send another email, view email performance statistics, and manage newsletters. If you need to cancel your email, just make sure you do it before the countdown gets to 0. Great work! You just created and sent your first marketing email in GetResponse.